Good morning. Good morning, YouTubers, stock Twitters. This is Bagadon at Stock Market Caddy, and it is August 11th at 10 o'clock. We got a question about charts. Can I trade a chart if I want to? Yes, yes, you can. Um, this is a view that is very popular with us and with our members. You're looking at, by the way, this is that Russell position is on with another strategy. Don't worry about it. We had a nice run up of 800. We're basically even, but we're fine with that trade. What we're eyeing is the NQ. You might be eyeing it too. And we can see on Swing Machine on the 5 minute it went long at 650. That trade would be up $1,000, but it's right now it's countering against that, and we think the NQ is going to break down. So let me blow this chart up and show you the chart that we're using. This is a Renko chart. It's a 5-point Renko. Every brick is $100. I'm not going to try to trade this for $100 or $200. I am trying to get on what I believe to be the more dominant trend. Right now it's headed up. It's made a new little short-term high. You can see, well, let me give you a little orientation on things. First thing is, I did not type that in. The machine typed that in, and the machine said that, or is telling me that I might want to favor the short side. So that's also where my bias comes in. At the moment, it is under accumulation. I didn't type that in. The machine is interpreting that for me. The machine is also telling me how much each brick is worth. And then it also tells me if there's any price momentum divergence, which there is none. Now this little tool is actually mapping out the ABC, the last three legs. It's on this leg. Excuse me. The last three legs was a high 1, a low 3, and a high 3. That's what that is. It's mapped out this ABC structure. Hopefully you see that. If you don't, let me annotate this for you. This, do you see this? That is an ABC structure. It's not an ABC structure that we're real comfortable either buying or selling. We're not real crazy about it. And so we're going to be real patient here. There is this little double top in here, but it does have a little positive Momo. So we're going to see, what does it do here? Are we going to get above and challenge that high, maybe, and maybe this high from later? That's not really a flat line. Maybe. But, the problem with charts, even Renko charts, as simple as they are, you can begin to see things that aren't there. Let me show you what is here. You see the little green dots? These are C points of ABC structures on the way up, and these are C points of ABC structures on the way down. And they are tradable in and of themselves. You may be also noticing the numbers. What are the numbers, Bagger? What are the numbers? Well, you ever hear paint by numbers, chess by numbers, music by numbers? We actually count the bricks. And if you notice, some of the bricks have an all green count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all green. And sometimes they're yellow. Okay, so that also has meaning to our members, what that is. It's a little caution, but the computer is doing all that, and you can see that we're now broken out here above this little high, and it is moving up, and the machine is now shifted from you might want to favor the short side to you might want to favor the long side. It didn't have the structure or the look that I was looking for, so I will wait for that structure, and when we get that structure, I will come back. So we're 4 minutes into this little 10-minute video on YouTube, and I don't have enough time, I wish I did, to explain everything that's on here. And then also we have strategies that can trade these dots, can trade all kinds of combinations that one could possibly conceive of. So we'll be back to get this trade on. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit more interesting. We were just here a few minutes ago. Let me just note the time, and we're starting to break down. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this trade on, and we're going to put on an OSO, an order since order, and we're going to sell. And notice we'll bring this into view. Okay, and so we have a $300, it's $310 stop. If you notice, we put that, and we're going to bring this down, and we're going to try to get down to about $1,000 profit. So it's right above right underneath this little high. That's our maximum risk, $310. And we're thinking that we're going to break this little support here, this one here, and this thing will puke out, and we'll pick up $1,000. We're risking 310. And now there are no guarantees. There are none. If I get it wrong, I lose $300. If I get it right, I pick up $1,000. When you trade mechanically over and over and over again, and you manage your risk, it is that kind of discipline, it is that kind of execution that gets the job done and gives you what we call a positive profit factor. We want our gross profit to exceed our gross losses by at least 3. At least 3. If I didn't think I had a shot at making $1,000, I'm not going to risk $310 to make $50 or to make $200. That kind of math does not work. So if you're watching your money and trading the money, subconsciously, you're actually trading greed and fear. Think about it. And if you are, you will lose. You will get tired, you will get worn out, and you will deplete your trading account. Now, when we get up the width of our stop, 310. Now this position is up 210. When we get up 300, 310, and there it is. I'm now going to take my stop and I'm going to move it right under where I place the trade. I have a guaranteed winner. It's 10:12. Now, I only got a few more minutes on YouTube. So, there are not, it's one thing to put the trade on, right? It's one thing to manage the risk and all of that and interpret and everything. But I got to do it in 10 minutes. So, let's see if it plays out. Now, I might save myself a minute or two on YouTube, so let me just show you the time. It's 10:12. I'm going to have to put the YouTube video on, but I have a stop loss. I have a guaranteed winner. It is a free trade at this point. It's not going to cost me. I can't lose anything. I can go to the mailbox. I can take my dog for a walk. I can get on the treadmill. Let's see if it comes in. And my tools. You might favor the short side. Distribution underway. Bearish divergence, and that helped me. See that little cross there? It was telling me bearish divergence. That was in large part my trigger. Let's take a look at swing machine. Swing machine, 1 minute short. It's counter to the 5. If this 5 collapses, which I think it might, I stand to do much, much better than 1,000. Much better than that. And you know what? I'm going to increase this, and I'm going to push my profit. Why not? I don't want a negative outlier, but I'd love to have a positive outlier. I'm going to push this baby way, way down, and down to the lows of the other day. Now, I got plenty of time. You're probably saying, well, you really think? Yeah, I'm going to get down in here. Well, that would work, huh? Putting on a trade, risking 300 to potentially, and you're saying, well, how do you know? How do you know it's going to make 2,000? I don't know. but my tools are telling me that we're about to break down. You might favor the short side. Distribution underway. Bearish divergence that I had right there. Negative momentum. And then once again, swing machine. This is a counter, but if this 5-minute collapses, yes, I'm going to make at least $2,000. Now, we do have to go into pause. It's 10:14. The next time I come back, I'm going to be closing this trade out. But I'm going to let it run, but I have to do this because otherwise, this YouTube video will be too long. Okay, we're still in the trade. Our stop is protecting us. Let's just check on the time. It is 10:28. I had a run up. This is on the NQ over here. I had a run up of $545. I had a drawdown of just 65, and I have a guaranteed winning trade. The machine is telling me that I still should favor the short side, that I have distribution underway, that I have negative momentum. The swing machine on a 5-minute is dipping. So that's what's taking so long. The bulls are hanging on, but there is selling at the 5-minute level. So that is good, and there's certainly selling at the 1-minute level. Now we didn't get in at that place. We probably should have. We'd be up 600 some odd dollars, but we utilized this particular chart in conjunction with swing machine. So we'll come back, we'll save this YouTube time. The other position is on the Russell, and that's going to hopefully be on much of the day. That's the plan on that trade. We don't have time to describe the hows and the whys of that, but we'll stay with this one. Okay, let me just update you as we go. Do you see what's happening? The 5-minute is now lighting up short entry. It's starting. It's just starting. So the 1-minute is we're accelerating down, and now this chart is compressed. So let me blow this chart up. Let me get this out of the way. We know where we are. My biggest concern is that I think 2,000 might be too small an objective. I still have my stop. I'm not worried about the stop. I have a guaranteed winning trade. There's no reason for me to tighten it up, follow it down. No. The trades need to be able to breathe. The machine is telling me that I might want to favor the short side. It's telling me that distribution is underway and break value is not going to change. I have negative momentum. I want to see this momentum increase. I want to see it stronger than it was over here. That's what that would tell me. And I want to make sure that I don't get any positive. If I see any positive divergence, I will not crush the trade. I will close the trade. I am not going to trade the money. Okay, we're going to give you a real-time view. So we are breaking down our little a little bearish divergence there. Now, if we were wrong, we could have lost 310. If it comes back, we only make a little bit. We actually make 20 bucks. Yes, we're up 700. One needs to learn to let their winners run. Okay, and they don't go straight down. So if you are a money watcher, you're going to be handcuffed. Okay, and that's what most folks who start trading, they're trading the money and subconsciously trading greed and fear. So I still think that we've got a pretty good shot. Now, why would I think that? The reason is this. See, the 5-minute now on swing machine is just getting short now, just confirming now. And we know historically that swing machine on a 5-minute level can pay out very large on an intraday basis. Now, it may not here, there's no guarantee, but that's keeping us pretty comfortable. So we're fine. Now, if you're watching the money, you're going to be up, oh no, I had 800, now I only have 400. Oh boy, you can't be doing that. You cannot do that. That you have to practice. Do you think a professional golfer Now a hacker out on the golf course, yes, he'll throw his clubs, he'll throw his golf bag in the lake. Do you think that helps his game? Do you think that emotion helps anything in life? No. We'll be back right now. Time check, 10:38. Okay, everyone, here we are, and let's just check the time. It's not even noon yet. It's 11:03, and there's our trade, and there is our profit target. So we got it at 20.25. The cost of the trade is about $2, $1.50 actually going in, $1.50 going out. I still got a guaranteed winner of $20. I'm not really worried about it. I could, if it made you feel better, I could move this down, and now I'm guaranteed to make $650. That's a little bit better, and we probably should do that. But the next time I come back will be when we hit this, and we'll make our $2,000. The Russell trade I'm leaving on. That's going to be on until the end of the day. So if you like this approach to trading, very mechanical, very systematic, very repeatable. We want to be able to repeat. Can you do this every morning? To that extent. The mechanics can be the same. The payouts may be more, may be less. We have no control over that. We only have control over how we structure the trade. Now, notice here, do you see the little positive? So I'm actually getting, let me show you. Do you see I'm getting that little green X? I'm actually getting a little positive divergence. So I do, in fact, need to tighten this trade up. Okay, that's what that's telling me. All right, could run the risk. So I'm going to bring, now I am going to bring the stop down right in here. So now I get a guaranteed winner of, let's see if we can get it right there, of about 1,400. And that's probably going to get tagged, and I'm going to be okay with it. We'll see. Okay, I got a guaranteed winner of 1390, and I'm playing for 2025. Swing machine is completely short, so I'm looking good. The Russell is another trade. But I was about to say, if you like this approach to trading and being very mechanical, you can visit stockmarketcaddy.com, and there we are. We're tagged out. That's the end of that order, folks. stockmarketcaddy.com, and if you want to give me a call, I'm Don Marshall, 813-758-8263. For more than 20 years, about 25 years, I taught surgeons how to work with some of the most advanced instrumentation of the day with some very fine companies. Johnson & Johnson Orthopedics in the early days, Ethicon Endosurgery in the later days. Another couple of other, one or two other surgical companies. But all my time was in surgery. And again, with some of the most sophisticated instrumentation of the day. I love to teach. During my career, I taught a lot of new salespeople. And one of the things that I learned in doing that was that I learned. So it was really a win-win situation. I got to share with them how I approached that business, and they got to go off and do much bigger and better, and were much better salespeople than I could probably ever hope to be. It's not a zero-sum game, life. I don't see it that way. Never have. If we can help you learn how to trade, and you go off and are a greater success than what I'm doing, all the power to you. We have members that have done that. It takes nothing away from me. It enriches my life when we have folks that come in and I get a chance to meet them, learn from them, not just about trading, but other things. Keeps life interesting. 813-758-8263. We wish you the best, whatever you're doing. Good luck.